Hi, Michelle with NTC LifeWorks, and today I want to talk to you about the gift of failure, the gift of losing. Yeah, you heard me right, it's a gift, because when we fail, when we make a mistake, just like that painting of Bob Ross that I put as the title to this video, what did Bob always say? Oh, a mistake. Let's just make that a little bird. Well, doesn't that bird improve the picture? So was it really a mistake? What lesson can you learn when you make a mistake? Think about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was cut from basketball team. Yeah, one of the greatest players of all time was cut. But would he have been as great a player if he had been allowed to play at that mediocre level that he was at? No, he wouldn't. It really cut him to the quick, and he decided that he was going to fix it. And so he practiced and practiced and practiced. That was his lesson, that he needed to work harder. What about Thomas Edison? You know, there was an interview with Thomas Edison, and the gentleman said, "Aren't you discouraged when you try something so many times? 1,000 failures, Mr. Edison. How did you keep going?" And his answer is very telling. He said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 things that did not work." So he was ticking off his list of what didn't work. So think about some goals of yours that you did not meet, or some things you tried. Say, for example, you tried playing baseball and you just couldn't hit the ball. It's like me with golf. Oh my God. I tried golf once and I swung and swung at that little ball, and it just kept looking up at me and laughing at me. Didn't move. So I don't play golf. That was my lesson. I don't like golf. It's not my thing. So what lesson did you learn? What about losing your job? That's a pretty awful life experience if it's not something that you're expecting, especially. And of course, you're going to grieve the loss, but what are you going to learn from it? Is it perhaps an opportunity that you can now go do something that really was your passion, that you were just in a job filling a seat to pay the bills? It wasn't really your passion. If you're a boss and you're holding on to somebody, not letting them go, here's another perspective. Are you keeping them from finding what they are good at? All these trophies for participation and we can't keep score. Are our children really learning the lessons they need to learn from failing? You've got to learn to fail. It's part of the wheel of excitement. And I'll talk more about that in another video, but you've got to find the lesson in the gift of failure. So think about, in the past, when have you had one of those experiences that at the time was terrible, but now in hindsight, you see there was a benefit, there was a lesson you learned that made you better? Or look back at something that happened that you don't see the lesson. Look at it again. Was there a lesson you could have learned? Would you have done things differently if you had learned the lesson at that time? Maybe you've had to learn that lesson several times. And it was the second or third time that you finally learned the lesson. Wouldn't it be good if the first time you failed, you stopped, embraced it, and dug for that lesson? So put the comments down in below and let me know, what are lessons you've learned from failure? And by all means, please like and share. And if you like the content of the videos, then please subscribe to my channel, and you'll find out every time that I post more videos. So get out there and be your best self, and get ready for the next challenge. Be ready to level up.